on the in the city overall. So that was their long-term goal and plan. And I think like
awesome. My last question for you all is obviously, the work that you've done, you provided a service to Sunshine Enterprises, but you were also learning during this experience. So I would love to hear from each of you. What is your biggest takeaway from engaging closely with a community organization like Sunshine?
So I've done, volunteer work for nonprofits, and I've kind of been in the rat race of it in terms of just like, you have all these things to get done and no one has a chance to really step back and think about, is this the way that we should be doing it? Because you're focused on getting the thing done. So I think that was a big learning for me, is that they put the time in investing in that, investing in having people come in. And I think the other thing is that they were sort of amazed how open they were with us about everything. It can be hard when you're working so deeply and closely on something, and everyone in this organization is so passionate to bring people in externally who are just like students at this program, and have them take a fresh and potentially, critical look at it, which we weren't really critical in that sense, but more just like, pointing out things that we thought were interesting. But I just thought that they were so open and so amenable to that. And I was amazed and inspired by that willingness on their part. So I think that's what I've learned, is that this is work that I want to do in the future, how not to be, really precious about it, and be very open and fresh perspectives and think about that sort of thing. So I think that was a big takeaway for me.
That's great. That's awesome.
The coolest part about this process was learning about Sunshine. I think Sunshine, from that first meeting with Joel, we were hooked. And, the more we talked to people, the more we saw how passionate people were about their work, the more we saw their work. I was very taken by it. I encourage everyone to look at it. I'm hoping that when we're back in person, the three of us can actually go down there and meet these people we worked with so closely in person, but also kind of see how it works and see how it runs, from a student's perspective, because it's really cool what they're doing. I think a lot of what we talk about in class, I think a lot of what we're doing in our programs, they're very top-down approaches. They're very, what can the federal government, what can the state government do for, X, Y, and Z interventions to help with some issue. And in this case, it's sort of the exact opposite, right? Sunshine is, more or less grassroots. They've definitely grown, and there's definitely some hierarchy, but they're trying to target the individual entrepreneur, the individual who might not even know that he or she wants to be an entrepreneur or is potentially an entrepreneur. I think watching sort of that process where they're taking, less than 20 students at a time in a cohort and building up not just their sort of financial literacy and sort of business acumen and skills, but also their competence and also their, ability to sort of see themselves in a way where they can, where they can make an impact and sort of turn whatever their side hustle is into a full-on career, a full-on entrepreneurial endeavor, I think is inspiring. And it's also, to the bigger picture, Sunshine is kind of looking at sort of these individuals and these groups, these cohorts, and they're saying, if we continue to do this and if we continue to expand and grow, like, this is how we can change the economy in Chicago. This is how we can help people that previously, might not have seen themselves as entrepreneurs. And sort of there's this ripple effect and this network effect that they really emphasize in their sort of zoomed out goals, that I think is a very different approach from a lot of what we've been talking about, at least in my program.
Abhishek, is there anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I think most of the part is covered by Shashank and Rudy. The most, like the one thing that hooked me with the Sunshine and the whole process was like the goal. The ultimate goal is like intergenerational wealth. That's a long-term goal, and that's like a very big thing, like to help the community to come out of that poverty which they have been cursed with, like for past few years, like for I don't know how many years. And that's very important to, like, not only with that, with other aspect also in the city, like if more people will have jobs, if there will be a job creation, economic development will follow, the crime rates will go down. So it's kind of like a holistic approach of developing the community as at a whole level, at a level where everyone can be like happy at a part. So I think that's like a really great goal and objective that the Sunshine has.
Awesome. Well, it's clear that you guys were very passionate about this project, and That's really great to see. I mean, obviously, all of us on the HCA board are very passionate about what HCA does, and it was great chatting with you guys today to hear a little bit more about the work that you guys did. I hope you're proud of yourselves, because it sounds like you really did a lot to help this organization. All right, so if anyone out there listening wants to check out more of the work done by Sunshine Enterprises, you can find them on Facebook at facebook.com/Sunshine Enterprises Chicago. You can find them on Instagram at sunshine_enterprises. You can find them at Twitter at Enterprises Sun, LinkedIn, or their website, which is sunshineenterprises.com. And as far as HCA goes, if you'd like to keep up with the work done by Harris Community Action, check us out on our LinkedIn, which we are updating very soon. It's about to be a lot more exciting than it is right now. But also check out our website at harriscommunityaction.uchicago.edu. And if your organization is interested in getting involved with the work done by HCA, or if you have a referral, please email us at harriscommunityaction@gmail.com. Thanks so much for listening. We're always happy to get the word out about HCA, and thank you guys again for sharing your experiences.